Today, we are going on an adventure. An adventure so arduously daunting that it'll make every single Dorito-shoving couch potato cringe in fear. You are about to witness my undertaking of a journey that will put my physical and mental prowess to the ultimate test, with a side dish of me gradually foregoing my will to live. You must be wondering, Sushii, why do you subject yourself to such torture when you can just sit at home and binge watch The Witcher all day? No! I believe that the world has much to offer instead of just sitting in front of my computer all day. And besides, I've already seen the whole season of Witcher. And so it begins! We made our way to the tallest mountain in the Indo-Chinese peninsula. Some delicious little fun facts. The mountain that we are about to climb is called Fansipan. Fansipan. Yeah, here's the spelling. And it's located in Vietnam with a peak height of 3,143 meters. There's an option to take a cable car up the mountain, but where's the satisfaction in that? That's just like playing The Sims and spamming Rosebud every 5 minutes. Fuck you, cheaters. We had some time to kill before going to the starting point of our 2-day 1-night hike, so we just fooled around for a bit. Actually we had a lot of time. I mean, since we were here, we might as well enjoy all that Vietnam has to offer, right? Look at this boat ride, it's so damn cool! At least we were forging some good memories before we began our self-induced death sentence up the tallest mountain of Indochina. Okay, maybe some of you guys are like seasoned climbers, but let me put things into perspective for you. I make YouTube videos in a fully air-conditioned room. So as much as I like the outdoors and panoramic landscapes, this is no environment for a city kid like me. It's day 2! Bitch. We made our way to the base camp of Fansipan to unload our baggage. But then our van broke down in the middle of the road, which only made us even more anxious about the climb. It's like receiving an email stating that your parcel has been dispatched, but a week goes by and it is still being dispatched. So you try calling customer service, but your service provider is a local Vietnamese who speaks a niche dialect that not even the locals understand. What the fuck is going on, dude? And it didn't help that we were crammed with a bunch of other disgruntled tourists from all over the world. Although the van somehow felt like a mini Singapore because it was just a melting pot of nationalities pretending to be friendly to one another.
What are your thoughts that our car broke down?
Great start to that. And finally, after 30 minutes of freezing our balls off in the cold, piercing wind, another van came along and picked us up. We had breakfast, geared up and headed towards the starting point. And off we went on this journey to the tip of the Ice King's nipple. It was very cold, but thankfully our body heat mitigated some of the discomfort that the cold wind blanketed upon our tropical bodies. As long as we kept moving, the cold was bearable. So we're about 10 minutes in. There's Derek behind with Mr. Churen.
Hello?
Yeah, YouTube.
YouTuber?
Yes.
Hello.
Okay, calm your erected tits, Sushii. Oh wow, you're a YouTuber now, eh? Yeah. This is our guide.
Sue.
Sue,
Yes.
how old are you?
How old? 25. For the culture here, I am old.
Oh.
For the culture in Singapore, you are young.
Yeah.
I already married. I have kids already. It's about we don't study. I don't study.
The way you learn English.
Just talking. By talking with
Oh, that's
foreigner.
very cool.
Yeah, and I speak a bit French.
Ooh.
M'appelle un petit peu français. Follow you.
Sneaky Sushii.
Sneaky Sushii.
I have a new fan, guys. My guide. A quick shout out to our porters who are lugging humongous loads of supplies up the mountain for us. Like, seriously, it was freaking heavy and weighed at least 15 kgs. They probably thought we were some noob city kids taking a stroll in the park. What's this again? Peanut.
Yeah, salty peanut.
It's lunchtime! We were given some food to fuel our incapacitated bodies. It may not look like much, but when your stomach has shriveled up in hunger, even a dead cat would look appetizing. Unfortunately, we were only given a few minutes for lunch and then we were on our way. And after 7.5 hours of trekking, we finally made it to our campsite where we would spend the night, freezing our balls off. At this point, the temperature was as cold as the shoulder your ex just gave you. It was in the range of 3 to 5 degrees and would only dip to -5 when the sun goes down. And that's pretty damn cold, yeah? But thankfully we were greeted to a nice fire prepared by our gracious porters, who made us feel like useless sacks of carbon life forms just sitting around waiting to ingest food. Cold. Very, very cold. We were so cold that we were farting out snowflakes, and it was dawning on us that we weren't gonna be sleeping much that night. Shit, man. Just looking at the footage now is making me shiver.
No start. No kick. No kick. Yes. Look at how this is suffering. Shots.
Jingmin, go stand outside for 5 seconds.
Master just conceived suffering.
This is how a man looks like.
Hey, man
This is how a man looks
man
like.
Hey, man cannot shake.
Come on. This is how a man looks like. Come on. Show me how a man looks like. you mean how you see before you go to sleep?
Going for a piss. Nope.
So long way, that's the thing.
Okay, while Derek's peeing, let's just talk about how the trip has been so far. Really tiring, super cold. Actually, it's not super cold, it's just the wind. The wind is extremely strong. Yeah, we're about to head to bed soon.
You go pee standing on me.
Then use your glove and wipe lah. Fuck you! Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna start hiking at about 5:30. We'll be waking up at 5:30 tomorrow and starting the hike at around 6. There's music coming out of our bunk now,
We're having food party.
so probably not sleeping anytime soon. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow. Peace. The next morning, we woke up feeling like a flaming pile of dog shit. It felt as if we were just rammed by a PMD going 60 kilometers per hour. We barely had enough sleep, and personally, it was by far the worst sleep I have ever had in my life.
I'm just in pain, man.
Still nauseous?
Everything still tastes very different.
Jimmy was doing alright though. Breakfast was surprisingly good, and it was comforting to know that the worst was over. Only 2 hours of trekking left. Thankfully, the terrain wasn't as steep as the day before. But I didn't say it was any less dangerous. So we managed to get to the point where the cable car would unload tourists at. But the journey wasn't over yet. We had merely reached the dragon mouth of capitalism, where we had to climb for another 45 minutes. But this time, instead of dirt and withering trees around us, they were superseded by concrete steps and overpriced gift shops. Nice view though. Can you all see? Or is it overexposed? I don't really give a fuck. Sorry guys. Too damn tired. We made it! After spending 2 days and 1 night on this mountain, we finally made it to the peak. But I don't know, it didn't feel as climatic as I thought it would. Maybe because we were too damn tired, or maybe because it was packed with people. It kind of felt like we just climbed the Stairway to Heaven. Just that when you finally reach heaven, it is filled with sly photographers charging you $50 to take a photo with God. Regardless, it felt amazing to finally end the journey.
Non vedrai farfalloni amoroso, sotto giorno di torno gelato, delle belle tornando al riposo, ma ci sento a tucino d'amor. Delle belle tornando al riposo, ma ci sento a tucino d'amor. Fra guerrieri può far bacco, grande stacchi stretto sacco,